Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to OCA Media for another exciting game between the Panther Lady Lacrosse uh, team and uh, who do we have? We've got Middleton. We've got the Middleton Cardinals here in town. So should be a great matchup. We're excited to see the game. It's a beautiful night. And on top of that, we have youth night. So we've got a great youth organization here, and we've got a lot of our youngsters out here looking to sign autographs or get autographs from our varsity players. Looks like they're trying to get a few of those in before the game starts. So, but we've got an exciting game. Both teams are relatively even here, so it should be a great game tonight between both schools. So, in just a few minutes, we will get going with the starting lineup, and we'll be right back with you.
Keep showing up. You're the future of lacrosse, and we couldn't be more excited to watch you grow. If everyone could please give our youth a round of applause. Welcome to Oregon High School and Panther Stadium for tonight's Badger Conference Girls Lacrosse match between the Middleton Cardinals and your Oregon Panthers. Oregon High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, if able, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem.
All right, here we go, and welcome to
And now, the
Panther
Middleton
Lacrosse.
starting
And here's
lineup.
the starting lineup for
Number
the Middleton Cardinals. We've got number 0, Izzy Ensenberger. We got number 1, Sylvie Balistreri. Number 14, Katie Barrett. Number 8, Delaney Brennan. Number 15, Sophia Isley. Number 23, Carly Kubsch. Number 9, Karina Ledesma. Number 22, Olivia Leslie. Number 19, Anna Moreau. Number 13, Alexa Ovchadik. I apologize if I mispronounced any names. That was a tough one. I never would have guessed it. Number 20, Ella Reeson. And number 24, Kate Wenning. And now for the Oregon Panthers. Number 10, Della O'Malley. Number 11, Elise Schumann. Number 14, Sarah Lisowski. Number 19, Riley Brown. Number 21, Livy Vondra. Number 22, Violet May. Number 20, Taylor McMurdy. Number 29, Hazel Rothering. 31, Autumn Coots. Number 33, Morgan Farrar. Number 36, Kennedy Eslick. And in goal tonight, we don't have our usual Sam Siga. We've got number 54, Avery Purdon, playing in net tonight. So Sam is out due to, I believe, concussion protocol is what the rumor on the street is. So we'll certainly miss Sam, but I have no doubts that Avery's going to come in and do a great job, and the team will definitely come in and just play that much harder to make sure that they protect Avery. So we're looking to see a great match tonight. We would like to thank our sponsors who help make this broadcast possible. So before the game gets going, let's talk about them real quick. We've got the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. You know, your membership dues directly support our student athletes, so please consider becoming a booster today. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. We've got great sports here in the Oregon area, and you know, we can use all the help we can get to continue to make our programs even better. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industry. All your trusted neighbors for generations. So as the players are getting set on the field, getting to their positions, ready to go, we are ready for the opening draw of the game. It looks like we've got Hazel Rothering taking the draw, and against Sylvie Balistreri, it looks like number 1. And we're off. So it looks like the control has been gained by Middleton, but Oregon is surrounding her and has now taken control and is attacking the offensive zone. And now I just want to welcome Becky in here. Becky is part of the Oregon Youth Board, and she was helping organize all of the youth events as we were getting ready to get this game started. So
yeah, it was great to have a whole bunch of kids here. They had fun doing a tunnel. So nice to see the youth kids come out, get excited to cheer for the team that some of them will play for next year.
Did I see they were already getting autographs before the game? Usually that's something we got to wait for at the end of the game.
Well, you know what? Bedtimes can get in the way of that, so we were going to get a few early ones in case. Oh, Hazel.
That's true. Oh, Hazel had a crease roll there on her dominant side and just barely missed the net, but Oregon regains control and is moving the ball around the top.
I'm out of breath.
You must have ran up here.
Sure did, every step of the way.
If somebody has an oxygen tank handy, please come up and give Becky a little bit.
I think I'm only on the field briefly. All right, so it looks like they're setting something up. Morgan's got control of the ball. And Della, let's see what they decide here.
Up to Elise. Oh,
Oops.
and she slips, but Morgan regains control.
Oh, we like
makes
that.
a nice move
Yes.
and finds the back of the net. Morgan for goal number 1 on the night. Well, a broken play turned into a positive here for Oregon to start the evening. And we've got 10:22 left here in the first quarter. And Oregon's up 1-0.
Oregon goal, number 33.
So we noticed Elise, she took a step and slipped. Well, Oregon, we've still got a grass field. And a lot of the fields that they play on when they go play at away games are turf. So that's
Yeah.
one of those things that we're going to have to battle here.
Yep, the grass is tough for everybody. I know even the Oregon team will say you never know what you're going to get on a bounce and that. So it's always a variable. Thankfully, it's dry. But we'll see. All right, so Hazel's taking the face off.
believe it's number 1, Sylvie Balistreri, that is going against her. Yep.
Absolutely.
And Middleton comes away with it. Middleton's working their way down the field, but not without pressure. Hazel, a stick check, but she gets a across the body, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, open in the middle. Don't want that. That's tough to do. Oh, great job.
Great defense there. Avery didn't have to make too big of a save there, but she was definitely a factor. So she gets the ball out to the side. I believe Sarah's got it. She's passing it down to Riley.
And Riley's fast. She could take it downfield here and find a good pass.
Yep, she's finding a seam. She
Great
finds
Violet.
Violet makes a great catch.
And Taylor's cutting down the middle and is open, but looks like Violet's going to take it. Oh, a little too much mustard on it. And Morgan's going to get control, and there's no one in the goal.
And the goal is
so this would be a great center cut if anyone.
If we got to move the ball there.
Wow.
Good defensive play. Maybe a little bit of a push there.
That's all right. So Middleton's got control.
This is one of those things. I was actually just talking to a parent that this game, she actually asked. She said, "Hey, are you going to explain the game while you broadcast today?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to do my best, but this is one I'm still working on. Some of the things that are called or not called."
I mean, I'm surprised the hit down there isn't, because it was from behind. It wasn't malicious by any chance, but she kind of extended her arm. But it's subjective, and it depends on the position of the ref. Here, Riley should get a little space.
Space, yep.
Just needs to find someone open, and it looks like she's got Della. That's across the body, but she'll be able to keep going.
She keeps going on a self-start.
And that's the huge advantage to knowing what the penalty is and to just not stop.
She looks for a cut to Sarah, but the defense made a good tip there, and the goalie ends up getting it.
All right, looks like Oregon's matching up pretty good. She's having a hard time finding someone who's open. That's always good.
Chucking it down the field. Finds Anastasia, it looks like.
And that's not a fast break we want to put on our goalie. Yeah, the defense has got to get back and step up.
I believe that was 16, maybe. Ellie Cressman, it looked like.
Middleton goal, number 15, Sophia Isley.
15, Sophia Isley. And it looks like she's actually going to go take the draw against Hazel. So we are knotted here 1-1 with 7:48 left in the first quarter.
So here with the draw, if you're new to girls lacrosse, is they're both putting pressure on the ball. The reason they're both facing the same way is because Hazel's a left-handed draw taker. But on the whistle, they're going to both need to make upward motions, and that ball needs to clear both heads to be a legal draw. And then it's a lot about fighting for that ground ball, which Taylor is doing. Excellent job. So she's got control for the Panthers. Great pass to Morgan.
She finds Morgan in the middle. Morgan
that should be a goal.
Yep. That's automatic for 33.
Yep, and that's a great answer to the Middleton's goal.
Yep. It was a great look by Taylor, too. It was a good fight. It looked like Middleton was going to get that draw, or possession off the draw, but they kept fighting, and, the grass, it sticks the stick a little bit if you end up pitchforking it, but Taylor got through, picked up the ball, and made a great pass over to Morgan.
Taylor's great on the circle because she'll, just like Sarah, those are two really great middies to have on the draw circle here because they fight for those ground balls, and once they get possession, they're really fast. So they're going to make it as hard as possible on Middleton to get possession at these draws.
That was a quick answer. It was about 18 seconds, and Oregon is back up by a goal.
Good. Now we need another one. We need a little cushion here. That was a good.
That was a win
for Middleton. Now it's all about getting back and getting into position. We don't want to have allowed too many fast breaks on Avery, who's still warming up here in goal. So defense has really got to shut it down and play tight.
Great play by Riley.
Yep. Absolutely.
A little bit getting tangled up, and Middleton gets the ball, but they get the self-start.
Oh,
and
boy. That's a goal.
It is a goal. Looks like it kind of went off Avery and in. There's a bit of a scramble there. You know, with those self-starts, it's hard as the defending team that doesn't get called on to get things going again or get back into a defensive position. You know, when the offense starts right away, you end up having to play catch-up, and that's tough when you're right on top of the crease there.
So that Middleton goal was by number 14, Katie Barrett. So now it's tied up at 2.
Looks like Hazel's back in there with number 15, Sophie Isley. The referee's looking to get it set up.
There's a little bit of a tricky balance here because the ball has to be placed right where it needs to be in between the two nets. And I know Hazel has said that sometimes the players can actually ask for a reset. So the ref's got to get it there in the right spot. Our players can actually ask them to replace it. So.
And Middleton comes away with it again, number 7.
Now we got to get back and help
Eloise
again.
Wild.
And
but
Sarah.
Oregon puts great pressure in the neutral zone area.
And that's going to be Oregon ball. Great pressure by Sarah Lazowski. You can see, too, they walk it right in. That's a rule in both boys and girls lacrosse. They have to be in the field with the ball. It's different than like a soccer throw-in. Whoa. Morgan's trying to find an opportunity here.
And notice she didn't shoot there, even though she was in front of the net. She had 2 defenders on her, and it could have been a dangerous shot. So.
Yep, Chet was smart to keep going through. Yeah, it's different in the girls' game. You can't shoot if you have a defender in position in front of you. So if they could be injured by the shot, it can actually be called a dangerous propel or a dangerous shot on the offense. So there's only so much sort of forcing it and pushing that defense that they can do. It's a little bit different from the boys' game.
Oh, Hazel tries it. Goalie makes a save just off to the side, but the goalie is out.
Yeah, we really got to put that pressure on when she comes outside of the crease. That could be a
Sarah.
huge advantage for us if we can.
Ooh, and Sarah almost had it, but looks like it's going to be Middleton ball. Middleton's working their way down the field, over half field.
This is where Oregon's really got to get back and get position. We don't want to have to cover a fast break here. So we run some pretty tight D when we have time to set up. That's really important to protect our goalie. Looks like they're getting set up.
Looks like we got Livy in a backer position.
She's a great backer. So it's sort of a way to kind of always double team the ball that you can see. Livy tries to always be the second one.
Well, the ball comes out. Ooh, Violet's looking to make a play over that restraining line, but
yeah, she can't step foot over it, so it just had to roll a little bit further, and I think she would have had an advantage there.
Oh.
And that's a goal for Middleton. They really got to tighten up the post down there. They're getting nice close shots. Those are hard to defend for the goalie.
Can't tell the number. 22, Olivia Leslie, maybe?
Middleton goal, number 22.
Yep.
Olivia Leslie.
So we've got Middleton up 3-2 right now with 4:35 left in the first quarter. Let's see if Hazel can win this face-off. She's been pretty good all year.
It's a draw.
A draw, face-off.
Face-off,
it's all
boys
the same.
lacrosse. And hockey. All right, if Taylor can come up with it, or Hazel even, that's probably an empty. So Hazel covered it as she went for that ball. So you can't do that in girls lacrosse. The head of your stick can't lay on top of the ball. You can't rake it. You can't cover it, which is also a rule unique to girls lacrosse.
Good play by Kennedy there to get it up the field. Now we've still got a battle on the far side in front of the Middleton bench.
A whistle.
And Middleton ball. Not sure what the call was there, but they're moving.
All right, we really got to cover the middle here.
Great
There's
play.
a loose ball, and
Hazel's getting
got
a loose
the ground
ball.
She should really run it here.
Yep.
Create an opening. And they've got numbers if they can hustle down.
And she's going to try and just take that defender all the way by herself.
Oh, and she calls it off he calls it off for a shooting space. So that's one of the most unfortunate rules of the game. So because the defender stepped in the way, which is dangerous for the defender, they'll actually nullify the goal, and Hazel will have an opportunity for a penalty shot. If I could pick any rule to change, it would be that one. So she's going to have to shoot it again to get that goal to count.
And she makes it count. Good job, Hazel.
Oh, hop, skip, and a jump.
Oregon goal.
Well, it took 2 tries, but we were able to even the score at 3.
Rothering.
But if you're a hockey fan or if you watch boys lacrosse, this is a rule unique to girls lacrosse, and that's what a lot of chatter among the parents as to you kind of punish the offense when the defense steps in and takes a penalty. So it's an odd rule that they'll nullify that goal because it allows the goalie to set up. So, Hazel had the advantage of a fast break, but when you take it away and ask her to line up, the goalie has time to get ready. She practices a lot of penalty shots, but that is the way it's written.
So it looks like coach has switched Hazel back to offense and has put Elise Schumann in for the draw. See, I said draw that time.
Yeah, quick learner. All right,
and Middleton comes away with it.
Yeah, they're doing really great on the draw circle, which is tough because if you get to start with possession every time, it's a huge advantage. Now we got to watch those open players. There we go. Good defense by Riley there to push her out. Now they need to get set up.
Oh, good setup there. Oh, and a save off to the side.
Oh, great save.
Play by Avery.
Heads up. That was awesome.
Good job on defense. Avery did a good job at keeping the ball out of the goal. Now she's got to get her way. She's got 10 seconds to get out of that crease. She steps out.
But we got to get open for her.
Yep.
The counting is done now. She has enough time to find somebody.
Now she should keep on walking forward, right?
It could make it easy for a pass, but again, we don't want that. So that's tough. That's why Panthers really need to work hard at getting open for her. So that doesn't happen.
Middleton goal, number 14, Katie Barrett.
So that goal by Middleton was number 14, Katie Barrett.
Well, Middleton's back up 4-3 with 2:20 left in the first quarter.
All right,
the ball's up and Middleton comes away. What a great play.
Man, they are doing really well. We got to find a way to come up with possession here after the draw.
Good play by Autumn there.
This has got to be a white ball. Kennedy's going after it. Great
Kennedy
job.
comes away with it. Oh.
Just got to slow it. Oh, shoot. Lost possession there. Middleton's got 2-on-1 here.
And a cover maybe, so Middleton gets it. Middleton's got it behind the goal. They're looking for somebody to pass to. So they've got cutters running through the middle.
Coming down. We definitely need to make sure we're covering those cutters in the middle. Otherwise, it's like rolling a red carpet. All right, but she's being nice and patient here, just watching for something to develop, and they are sending their cutters.
Number 14, Katie Barrett, has it behind the net. She's just kind of waiting for her opportunity. Now she moves it.
Livy's back on backer. And then nobody, offense or defense, can spend any time in the crease.
Yeah, it looked like she might have stepped in the crease, but got away with it there. Hard to tell from this angle. I'm sure the ref has a better angle. And
great defense by Taylor. Oh, here we go.
And Livy scoop.
Oh, we need these ground balls. That's when it gets tough on a grass field, I think. called
got a
something
whistle.
from down. That's quite an angle. Giving it to Middleton. All right, we'll see. Great defense again by Taylor. Taylor's a freshman. She's been a great addition to the team this year.
So when you play defense, you got to make sure that you are, is it mirroring
Yeah,
what the
we
offensive
always-
player is doing?
We always taught the girls the best way to play D is to mirror the stick. So that means if they have it in their right hand, your stick has to be
Good job,
parallel to it, lined up. Otherwise, you get called for across the body. So Morgan Farrar's got it, and she's going to run it down. Got a great opportunity here if Della can get it.
Bit of a forced play, but it was a good idea. It was an opportunity. Well, the goalie throws it up and out of play, so
That
Oregon
should be
gets
Oregon,
it.
absolutely.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We've got Middleton up 4-3 against your Oregon Panthers. Well, it was a pretty exciting first half, and just like we mentioned right out of the gates, we thought it was going to be a pretty close game, and it's proving to be just that.
So yeah, for any of you guys watching, I want to go ahead and put a little shout out for the Oregon Youth Board. If you've got young players, boys or girls playing in the Oregon area especially, this summer they're going to be looking for some new board members. So I really encourage you to get involved. It's pretty easy, pretty chill. It's a great group of people, but there's a lot of turnover. Some of us are sort of graduating up to the high school ranks. So if that is you, check in with your team manager or your coaches and see how you get involved, because we need those parents to be filling those roles, to keep pulling numbers into the youth, to keep feeding these high school programs.
Aren't you part of that great group of people on the board there, Becky?
Sure am.
Awesome.
Happy to do it, but we've got our youngest is a second-year U14, so we'll have 3 high school players next year. So we need some of those younger parents to step in and get involved, and it's been a ton of fun. I've loved working with the board. Like I said, a lot of lacrosse parent experience on that board, so I would highly recommend it. They do a great job. And a few shout-outs. Let's see. What have you done when I was gone? Did you do any of these, Ben?
Absolutely, yeah. We talked about our sponsors here. We can certainly touch on that again.
So what do you know about OCA Media? OCA Media is the local community access television station. So think PBS, but on a very local level. So every year, OCA streams hundreds of local events and original programming on Charter and TDS cable TV. If you're watching this on your YouTube channel, join the thousands of subscribers who are notified whenever they stream another exciting Panther sporting event. As a parent, this is something that's huge. We've got a son playing lacrosse tonight in Brookfield, and they don't have a live stream, and it's really frustrating when you can't watch your kiddo playing because you can't be there. Not only that, a lot of places have a subscription that you have to pay, but not here because we've got OCA Media. So all you need to do is follow and get involved, and you'll be able to watch all sorts of home games via their YouTube videos. So we're really lucky to have OCA Media here in Oregon.
It's not even just sporting events, right? OCA Media, they'll go to plays and concerts and all sorts of extracurriculars. So it's an amazing benefit to have here in Oregon. So definitely support and help out so we can keep them around. They do a great job. As we've got Ben the cameraman here next to us, and he's been doing a great job here getting us set up.
It's always Ben's the cameraman. That's pretty awesome. All right. Yeah.
Well, we got
They
Morgan
always help
taking the
us
draw
and
now.
keep us in line. And Taylor got possession. That's huge to get possession off the draw. We've got to do more of that. And let's see. Hazel's on attack. She's going to try to get an opening, but it's not there, so she shouldn't.
Oh, we got a push. Doesn't look like the Middleton player's agreeing with it, but either way, she's got called for a push on Hazel. Hazel's going to get another penalty shot from the 8 here.
All right.
Let's see if she can bury it and get this game back up to even. And she does.
Awesome. All
Good
right.
job, Hazel. Way to bury it.
Tie it up. That's good. And that's the benefit of putting some pressure on within the scoring area. You see those 2 arcs on the field. So if you're putting pressure on in the critical scoring area and there's a penalty, across the body, a push, you get to go to the line and get a free shot. So a little bit of pressure, but then you got to be careful. You can't force through. That's also a penalty in girls lacrosse. So if the defense has position and their feet are planted, the attack players need to know, to push a little and try, and then to back out and look for an opening. Lacrosse is really a slow game once you get set up in the offensive zone, just moving the ball and waiting for the defense to have a misstep. Here we go again, Morgan at the draw circle for Oregon.
When we've switched our draw takers here, we went from Hazel to Elise and now Morgan, and Morgan won the last one. Middleton's been winning a lot of these draws though, but Oregon's doing a really good job of swarming and making it tough for the Middleton Cardinals to get through the neutral zone.
And I love how the attack and some of the middies are riding here. We're definitely not letting them have it easy. So that's really important. It lets our defense get back and get settled up a little, settled in. And look at here, they forced a turnover. So that is totally from the pressure of the attack and middies, not giving any open passes. Now someone's got to just get open for Sarah, which she found Taylor, because they were double teaming her near the sidelines.
And Taylor's got some wheels.
Yes, she does. She could absolutely take this in or look
Great
for
play.
Violet. Oh, shoot, didn't quite, but Della's got the ground ball.
Oh, she had it.
And Middleton got possession. Again, the key to in girls lacrosse is just to force a turnover. So the girls, the heads of their sticks don't have pockets like boys lacrosse, so it's a lot harder to cradle. So you don't always need a stick check or physical contact. Sometimes just riding their hip and making it not easy for them can cause them to drop the ball. So here, once the goalie is out of the crease, they're a player.
Shoot it, Hazel. Shoot it, Hazel.
So, yep, Hazel should have, absolutely. But if they come out of the crease, you can guard them like any other player. So that was a heads-up play. Too bad we couldn't convert it into a goal.
Good play
by Autumn. Great pressure. So she can even take it and, that's a sphere ahead. That should probably be a card. Let's see what they call. Yeah, he's digging for the card. So any head contact like that, although I don't think Sylvie Balistrieri meant to, they were moving kind of fast, but even incidental head contact is a card. So she'll actually have to sit out for 2 minutes, and Oregon will be up a player.
2 minutes.
I think so.
I don't know. 1 minute, 2 minute. In boys, you can have 30-second penalties, 1 minute, 2 minute. They can be released or locked in. Again, I told you all up front that the rules of the girls lacrosse game is still somewhat foreign to me. I'm working on it.
So Oregon really needs to be patient here because they should be able to find, Sarah, we'd like her on a crease roll. Absolutely.
Nice shot for Sarah Lazowski, putting the Oregon Panthers up by a goal. With 9:32 left in the first half, Oregon is up 5-4. That was a great play by Sarah. Good awareness.
And so a card that was issued against Middleton, she's not released, which is, happens in most of the boys lacrosse penalties or hockey, unless it's a major, right? You're used to, once the goal is scored, we're even strength. But again, that is a rule unique here to girls lacrosse.
So now we got Morgan Farrar taking the faceoff against Anastasia Moreau.
Well, and it's been working a little better. Oregon's been having trouble getting possession, but here with Morgan taking them, we've had a few ground balls that have gone our way. There,
Good play, Sarah.
And that's what we want. Sarah's one of the best on the draw circle. She hustles. Ooh, gosh. Okay, and looks like another headshot. It's got to be. Yep. So we got another Middleton player that'll be carded and will head to the sidelines.
You know, Becky, it's a wonder they don't make these girls wear helmets.
Right? That would just be way too common sensey. That's not right. I know, I'm with it. You know how hard it is to convince a teenage girl to put on a helmet on when it's optional? So you'll see a couple players down there with helmets. I have to say, it makes me crazy as a player mom that it's not mandatory because Middleton, these are not dirty players. They're just aggressive. They're playing hard. She sure didn't mean to hit her in the head. But that's when the injuries happen. So I really wish girls lacrosse would get it together and make that equipment mandatory and keep these girls a little safer at all levels.
Sarah Lazowski had a try, just missed the net, but she somehow gets it back as it comes around.
We just got to get possession. Maybe we need to back it out here.
We're up
a little
two.
bit of hot potato. Elise Schumann's got it. Let's back it out. We still have the numbers. Oregon shouldn't have any trouble finding someone open. So Hazel's going to drive the middle.
And Hazel, shot.
Yep.
Saved by the goalie.
Great stop by the goalie. Nice load. Oh, Sarah's going in. Oof. They're really coming and swinging. And Taylor's got it. Set it back up. Move it out to Elise.
Be good if we could take advantage of this two-person advantage.
And you'll notice there, Elise seemed open around that 12-meter arc, but you can't shoot out there in girls lacrosse because if there's defenders in position between you and the goal, that's an unsafe shot. So you'll see boys in boys lacrosse shooting from out there, but you can't take those shots as an attack or as a midi because you'll get called. So they have to get a little closer. They got to make a move. Oh, we got to open on the crease, but we kind of missed it. And Violet's got it. They're working the ball around. They're definitely looking for the passes.
Oh, we got to dig in for that loose ball. Looks like Hazel's going to get it, settle it in. And we got one player released, so Oregon's only up by one.
Not the pass to make, and didn't. So now fighting after ground ball. Their goalie, she's great coming out of the crease, but now what we need to do is play her. We absolutely need to force a turnover here.
Oh, great play there by Riley. And the ball's loose on the ground. Hazel has an opportunity, and Hazel comes away with it. And second player's released, so she's getting on the field, and we are going to be at even strength here.
Yeah, so
Oregon did not take advantage.
No, well, we got one goal out of the first one, but otherwise it was a great penalty kill by Middleton. And Oregon's got cutters coming through the middle, but we're not seeing them in time. So Middleton is on it. So they're only open for a really short amount of time, and then you lose the opportunity.
The goalie did make a save there on Hazel, caught her in the leg, kept it out of the goal there. Now Morgan is looking for a crease roll, but loses it. Della comes away.
All right, and Hazel's got it behind the goal. Get some girls cutting. She likes that left crease roll, but Middleton's doing a really good job of staying really. Oh, and that's a goal.
Oh,
Right.
Hazel made a nice undercut there.
Yep.
To be able to get under that top defender and make a shot. She shot low.
Yeah, otherwise they've been really shutting down that crease roll pretty good. Like she likes to come around the left and just shoot with her left, but Middleton has not allowed that open. So it was the right decision to go low on that one.
So Hazel's got a hat trick on the night. Morgan is one away from a hat trick. And we got the Oregon Panthers up 6-4 with 6:33 left here in the first half. It looks like Hazel's back to the draw circle.
It's always good to keep them on their toes.
Well, let's see if she can win one here. It's been a struggle here at the draw circle, but the tenacity of our defense, we've really made it tough here in the neutral zone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important. There we go. And ooh, get out of there, Hazel. You can see that's the mom in me just worried about it. Oh, a headshot. There's another one, but I don't think they saw it. The crowd isn't too happy, but again, not malicious. She looks fine.
Oh, good job, Taylor.
Definitely subjective. Oh, and a great stop by the goalie, but good shot by Taylor. We got to get back in transition here. That's not going to get out of bounds, but Kennedy is on it. Great hustle, and Hazel's helping. But now defense has got to get set up. Oh, not sure what we're doing there. There we go, and Riley's back in.
Great play, Riley. I'm not sure what the call is there.
Well, yeah. She doesn't know. It'd probably be cross the body, although it wasn't. But
and looked like the ref was gonna throw a flag, but
she did. Yeah.
So
it was pretty good defense by Riley.
And that's not a bad penalty to take.
No, absolutely. Get the defense set up in her hash mark. You see how far she is out here. It's not a great place to shoot. She'll probably pass it there, and they'll try to work it on the crease. So it gives them possession, but not quite as dangerous as one of those center hashes.
Definitely prevents a scoring opportunity.
Oh, we can't let that happen in the middle.
Big save by Avery.
Absolutely.
Great job.
We can't let them get open shots on the crease. It's just not fair to Avery. You don't have any time to respond.
Good
nice job, Avery. Now she needs someone who's open. Get there, Taylor. All right, Taylor's got it, and wheel.
And we got we have an injury.
Oh,
We've got a Middleton player down on the ground.
All right, everyone will take a knee here. Oh, looks like she's popping up. That's good. Let's see. I think coach is out on the field. She'll have to go off. So that is
I didn't
number
see what
8,
happened there.
Delaney Brennan. You know, I didn't notice either. I was watching.
Watching
them-
the play move upfield.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's good to see she's walking off. Hopefully, just a breather will get her back. Would think it would still be Oregon ball as they had possession.
So Oregon's going to have it on their half the field. Taylor's got it.
She can
Let's see,
absolutely run
she'll use
past
her
these.
wheels.
Yeah,
Yep,
if they're gonna, I
absolutely.
wouldn't triple team Taylor any day of the week.
Not even Sunday?
Not even Sunday.
Oh, man.
No way. She's too fast, Ben. And to think about as a, you know, what she's brought to the team as a freshman, it's really awesome to think that we get her for 3 more years. So she has just been a huge addition with her speed.
Hazel's
And
wide open on the crease.
yeah, we just got to see it quicker. It's
That was-
tough. It's tough, and it may have been a bad pass or a tough pass.
Did you notice
Sarah.
that run there? We had one run through, and they had a defender, and then we had another one, and they had a defender, and then Hazel was the third one. They didn't have a third defender there.
Yep, and that I think is the way they draw it up. We just also have to have an open passing lane. I'm sure Sarah felt like maybe she couldn't get it through because she did have Middleton kind of hanging back on her. Oh,
Morgan with the spin move.
yeah,
Ooh, just over top of the net,
Shoot,
but it's a
that-
shot, and
that-
we get to keep control.
that's almost a guaranteed goal for Morgan every time. She's got great moves within the scoring area. If you're gonna play her tight, she'll absolutely have a deke or a spin. So I would be okay with seeing Middleton keep playing her tight. I think it'll give her, oh boy, we gotta possess the ball there. Great help by White. Looks like Taylor's got it. Oh my gosh, okay.
And Hazel's not happy with that call, as it looks like the girl just folded.
Yep, that's tough. That happens. If you go down, you'll more. There we go. Oregon will get it back. I think that's karma.
Yep, instant karma is amazing.
There we go. Got it. And it's right. You don't argue with the ref. They do the best they can. It's subjective. It's hard when a player goes down not to assume that it's a penalty, and they're all out there just trying to keep the girls safe.
Oh,
Oh, I
Taylor's
like it.
open
Taylor.
with a shot.
Oh, and a great
save
stop by the goalie, and Morgan picks it up on the crease. There. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Hazel.
That's not a shot. She's gonna have to pass it. There we go.
Nice pass.
Yeah. Oh.
Off the post.
Look at an inside post even, but obviously
Great
it's
pass
not.
by Morgan. Sarah was wide open off the post,
And she's giving it.
and I'm not sure why Middleton is getting the ball here. Seemed like it was a loose ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Yep. Let's see if we get karma again, or if it's just, no. Hey, maybe we do. Oh, it's not going to bounce out. But Riley, Riley's first to the ball. She should retain possession. Great around ball. Great hustle.
Oh, that
Yeah, now that probably could have
no
been.
call there.
Well, what defense has got to do is just get set up here.
Kennedy's doing a good job at helping box out.
Gonna call something. Oh no. Okay. Usually
Loose
the
ball.
Hazel's got it. Okay.
Oh,
Now she needs to get what? Okay.
another whistle.
Well, let's see what it is. They're gonna give it back to Middleton. Yep.
I don't know.
No comment. Just
I
keep
don't
going.
know.
All right. So we're back playing defense. All right. So she's out at the 12 with possession, so she can shoot or pass.
And they get a goal out of it.
Yep, that's about right.
That's
So
frustrating.
that's 3 for 14. Yep. Yeah, that's tough. It's
Middleton goal, number 14.
yeah. Is that right? She's not happy with that. It was a pretty poor call.
Well, we are playing with 2 referees instead of 3 tonight, so makes them have to run up and down the field and
Yep.
cover more territory. So
Yeah.
you can't catch them all. Well, we've got 1:28 left here in the first half, and the Oregon Panthers are up 6-5 against the Middleton Cardinals. Looks like Elise Schumann is going to replace Hazel at the draw circle.
All right. So what Oregon's got to do is just get a couple. You can't count on perfect calls and something like that. That is unfortunate, but it's out of your hands. So what you can do is go in and get a couple goals on your own and not make it so easy for Middleton to. Oh, that was great.
Good job, Elise. Way
Great
to kick
kick.
it free.
She got to clear it a little bit. We can get there.
Nice
Nice job by
job,
Violet.
Violet.
Yep, she came up to get that, and that was great because Elise was in trouble. Now Violet's got to find a friend potentially.
You know, what's
Yeah.
funny, Becky, I mean, like I said, we're struggling with some of these rules. And I've got friends texting saying, "What happened there?"
Yeah, I saw the text come in. Just say, yeah, don't ask for that one. That was a gift.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah. And a boys lacrosse parent, right? So he was wondering what was that, and that's all we can say is I have no idea.
Well, let's
That
see if
happened.
Hazel can take one
Well,
here.
not
No.
there. She's gonna have to move it around.
So I bet she's going to try it again here.
Well, or we need someone to cut.
No,
There's
she's
no
got
one
it
here. Yeah.
right there. If she
Got
has
to
a
switch
right,
it to a
and
Canadian.
ooh,
Yep.
she finds the 5-hole there.
And it's a good shot, and it's good to be patient, but Oregon's got to be sending some girls through there. It'd be much better to have some cuts and someone moving and getting open. So it's okay, but they're covering Hazel great, and they know she's a lefty. They're going to cover her tight. So if we can bring in some other girls to get open on the crease, Jenna can score from the crease. Absolutely, she comes around the right and has a nice sidearm shot. So yeah, we gotta be moving.
Well, and for all those parents out there who like to try and help their kids be the best that they can, and they don't always listen to you, we're in the same boat. Always trying to help, tell them what they can do to try and get better, like getting the right hand and not always shooting with your left. But you know what?
Sarah
She made it work that
Lazowski,
way.
she's got the ball and she's got a right and a left. Absolutely, and she's not afraid to use it. All of these girls, at least I know in Oregon, practice right with their non-dom. Okay, and they'll get a shooting space call, so that's great. So they practice with both hands, but then you kind of got to be brave enough to pull it out in a game. And I know, when we were talking about with Hayes, she's got it, but it's scary to do it out there when it counts. But Sarah Lazowski is one who's left, right, whether she's running, shooting, makes her really hard to stop. Nope. Didn't quite have the angle that she wanted there.
And looks like the first half is over. So Oregon pulls back into the lead, and they are now up 7-5.
And we'll be right back with the second half of this exclusive presentation of Panther Lacrosse, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to Panther Lacrosse. We're gearing up for the second half here against the Middleton Cardinals, where the Oregon Panthers are up 7-5.
What's your favorite planet?
It's Fishes and Loaves night, Becky.
Yeah. Well, I have a question. What's your favorite planet?
Oh, mine's the sun. Always has been.
God, I hope someone knows that reference.
Hey, Becky,
Yes, Ben?
if you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I know I would. I'd smother myself in relish and mustard. I'd be delicious.
We also want to thank our sponsors who help make this broadcast possible, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And one more, I'm going to skip down. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. Looks like both teams are on the field. We're getting ready to kick off the third quarter. It's beautiful out here if you couldn't make it to Panther Stadium tonight. Just a slight breeze. Not too hot, not too cold. Kind of like April 25th. That's one of my favorite dates.
Well, the second half's about to begin.
All right.
We got Morgan Farrar and Anna Moreau getting ready to take the draw. And the
All
ball's
right.
up, and
Oh, yeah.
Middleton is doing a great job at the draw circle. They
Absolutely.
come away with it.
I think Balistreri gets most of them. I mean, she is on it. She's got her stick up. She is quite an asset on the draw circle. Whoop. All right. Let's see. Defense is getting set up. Taylor's riding a bit here, making it tough. And we got Livia Backer, where she is at her best.
Speaking of Livy, we should probably give a shout out to Justin and April Vondra, who are running the announcing of the game.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Good music. They had the girls dancing. Middleton goal. Off the crease roll.
Goal, Middleton, number 7, Eloise.
That goal was number 7, Eloise Wild. Great job, Eloise. It was a good opportunity she took advantage of.
So we're back at the draw circle. It is Oregon 7 and Middleton 6. Oregon's been struggling at the draw circle today.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's see if they can win one here. And the
And
ball's up.
Morgan to
wins it.
herself. All right, well, we could have her run right down the middle if we had to, but looks like Middleton's got the defense all in place. So she's smart to back out and set it up.
Oh,
Oh.
and a spin to the down the middle,
That
and
should-
Morgan,
Oh.
ooh, just misses the left side.
But Della chases it out, so Oregon regains possession. And if you're new to lacrosse, after a shot like that, it's whichever team is closest when it rolls out of bounds if it rolls out. So that's why you always see a chase, almost always see a chase. So even if it had rolled out of bounds, Della was first there, but she was able to get there in time and keep it in. Looks like Taylor is on the 8 for a shot here.
Taylor with a shot, and ooh, a save. Hazel is coming away with it here.
That was a great
And
shot.
Oregon's going to set
Great
it up
save
again.
by the goalie. All right, let's see if we get some action in the middle. A little patience, get some cutters. Sarah's got it on top. Taylor's got it now. Pass to Elise. They're weaving a little bit. I know they practiced that. Switching hands. Like I said, Sarah Lazowski is awesome at using both hands. Makes her tougher to guard.
Now we're over to Taylor.
Sending some cutters through, but they're not very open.
Middleton did a good job of covering those cutters. They're not leaving a whole lot.
Taylor would be just fine
Taylor's
to drive
looking to
here.
draw that
Oh,
defender.
that's a, yeah. So we've got a whistle.
On a
So,
push or a cross check, or
Yeah, probably a push, I think. Yeah, it could be across the body too. Number 15, it looks like. We'll have to step behind, and Taylor's not going to shoot from there, but we get possession and a little bit of advantage if we can make a pass.
can they be inside the 8, or don't they have to be on the 8? I don't know.
For this, no, they can be inside it.
Okay.
Yep. There's a little bit of a like a 3 seconds rule. You can't have defense chilling in the middle, kind of like basketball. Oh, and great chase by Morgan, so that'll be ours again. So you can't just hang out in the middle there. They've got to be within a stick's length of an offensive player.
I guess I thought if there was
Outside
a shot on the 8 or the 12, and that was the 12, that everybody had to set up on a line.
If they're set up for a direct shot on the 8, then yes, they all get a hash and line up. There's a
Hazel's
shot.
working her way
Send
through
it.
the middle,
Oh,
and
she goal.
finds the back of the net. Hazel, all right.
And that's what she's been working for, that as a lefty coming around that crease, she likes to try to beat that defender. And, of course, there can't be anyone in front of her. And that time she did have the defense beat enough to get off a shot.
So that puts Oregon up 8-6 with 8:40 left here in the third quarter. And Morgan is working her way back to the draw circle to go against Anna Moreau.
But if you watch any level or league lacrosse, you know 2 goals is not a comfortable cushion at all. So it's not like hockey. You might start to feel a little cocky, like 2 goals is good. But in lacrosse, a 2-goal differential disappears real quick. So Oregon's definitely going to want to get a couple more. And a great cut by Sarah and pass by Morgan. But Middleton is doing a great job clogging up the middle. And Autumn,
Pass
so
down into
to
the middle.
Violet, excuse me. Violet, I said the wrong name, yep. So it's going to be goalie ball. It was a good thought. It just probably had to be a quick pass and release. So we probably want to hightail it down because she's, oh, here comes
Look
Taylor.
at Taylor.
And that's all she's got to do is just get in her way like she did. You don't have to steal it, but you allowed a defense to get set up. That was a really heads-up play and great hustle by Taylor. You don't have to go in swinging. You're going to get called for that, but she didn't. She just got on her hip and was enough to not make it easy. Good double
Taylor's
team.
a freshman. Ooh, good no
And
call.
Kennedy's got it. Yeah, that was good. I'm glad a little bit of bumping happens. So, okay, and who? Oh,
Do you realize that Taylor just chased down a junior, and she caught up to her quick?
yeah, she
that
did.
is
She
just
came
how
out of
fast
nowhere.
Taylor
Yeah,
is.
she's got wheels. It's great.
Oh,
Autumn needs a little
is in
help.
trouble.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're going to call there. She should have a little more space
a
than
friend.
that. Yeah.
There, great job
Pass. Is
looking
that
for
Livy? Yeah. And Livy's comfortable with it. Coach is able to move her all over the field if he needs to. So she is definitely a defensive specialist, but she's comfortable running it down too. And she's
nice
got.
play.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, well, Elise tried to get a quick shot off. And we're fighting. I love that we're fighting for that ground ball, and Della's got it. So made him a little nervous, and Jenna's out there. And again, she can do a right crease roll. Absolutely. She's got a great sidearm shot if that would be open. She's being patient. Hazel's got it behind the net.
Oh, and Della is open. Oh, Hazel's trying to work her way through, but
They're definitely, and a great pass. Oh, she wasn't open. But that's all right.
That's all right.
That was a good,
we got control.
It was good not to force it. Della's got to come up and get that ball.
They're
Nice.
fighting for it.
Yeah,
We
they
should
are.
come away with it.
And they're going to call something. Who knows?
Looks like Oregon ball.
Hey, all right. Sometimes they need to just fight it out with those ground balls. Absolutely. I mean, didn't see a whole lot to call, but this
Hazel's
time
looking for another one, and she gets it.
I guess if they're going to let her drive that middle, yeah.
So Hazel's got 6 on the night,
Yeah. I guess
and the Panthers are up 9-6.
we'll have to feed her dinner tonight when she gets home.
Yeah, I guess she's maybe earned it.
And really, Middleton probably watched film. They definitely should step in. You don't want a player like her able to race down the middle like that. Because it's tough, because if the feet's moving on the defenders, you can't really stop, right? So you have to be in position or be double teaming and forcing Hazel to feed. And she will feed, and she's got other great teammates who can score. I mean, we've had games easily where 7 Oregon players have scored. So we have other weapons if they decide to switch up their D a little bit. We're ready. But those nice close shots are hard to pass up because they're high percentage of going in for these girls. And so Morgan's on the draw again, and she's trying to push. Oh, and Morgan does a great job. Yeah, she is. It's great to have a few of them. And Elise has got it. Elise has got a good shot. She can take it down. She probably wants to move it out here. There's a, oh, he wasn't quite looking, but a great cut by oh, that's Peyton. Peyton's in number 18. She's another fast one. Oh, and Jenna tried it. Oh, shoot.
Oh, errant pass, and Middleton.
I don't think we were expecting the pass, and that's all right. It was the right decision to make because she definitely wasn't open, but we just weren't ready for it. So now we got to get back and stop this rush. We don't like this.
Oh,
yes,
play.
Is that Riley?
That is Riley. What a great read.
Absolutely.
And now Oregon's got numbers if they take advantage here.
And we like it in Morgan's
Oregon's got
hands.
it right
She can
down the middle.
absolutely take it the whole way.
And
Yep,
she finds
she
it
does.
the way to the back of the net.
And that's tough. They had a few offensive weapons there open, so who are you going to cover? Morgan can absolutely get through a double team. Those quick transitions are hard on either end of the field.
It all started with an amazing read by Riley.
Yeah,
She
wasn't that
saw
great?
that pass happening, and she jumped it and intercepted it and sent the ball the other way.
And she was patient. I'd love to see defenders, both in boys and girls lacrosse, that have that confidence to, when they make that jump and get possession, to run it a little bit, and instead of lofting it down the field, make a high percentage pass. And Riley definitely has the ball control and the wheels to do it. So she set that up. That was beautiful. And it was looking like it was coming the other way, so it was huge.
Yeah, Middleton definitely had numbers coming at us here, so it was a well-timed play. So we got a draw
shoot,
here.
and I
Loose
thought Sarah
ball.
was gonna
Looks like
get it.
Middleton's going to come and get it.
Those are Sarah's specialty, and she just didn't quite get the, and just enough of a tip again by, and they got it in, it looks like. Great D by Riley.
That was just a broken play. The ball took a bounce. It went right into the Middleton player's stick, and
Yep,
she
couldn't
was
get
able
back
to
in
find the
time.
back of the net. So with just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter, the Oregon Panthers are up 10-7 against your Middleton Cardinals.
Number 14, Katie Barrett.
And it looks like that goal was by Middleton number 14, Katie Barrett. So she's got, and I don't think I announced her hat trick. That was fourth for Katie Barrett tonight. Congratulations.
We've
And
got
a timeout.
timeout Oregon. Well, this seems like a great opportunity, Becky.
Sure does. Did you know, Ben, that Oregon high school students stream hundreds of events like this every year for OCA Media?
I did not.
Right now, you're watching the camera work of one of our many high school students, Ben, right here doing a great job. So keep up the great work. What else we got here? We got some good music. I wish I could sing it. I just don't know if I could do it justice.
Well, instead of that, do you know how many local events that OCA Media streamed this past year?
I think it was like a billion.
Believe it or not, just
Am I close?
under a billion.
Shoot, I thought I was in the ballpark.
Yep, 400, Becky, 400.
Wow, that's still a lot.
You know,
400.
Price is Right rules, you lose, but that's okay.
I know I got a little.
But anyway, so
Little
as a
selfish.
nonprofit organization, we do rely on the generous financial support of our local business partners. So please consider joining the family of local sponsors, OCA Media, your home for Panther sports and everything Oregon.
And we've got some great sponsors like Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, our trusted neighbors for generations. Takes a village, doesn't it? See how I did that?
Certainly,
It
I
was-
did.
it was
I
really
did.
good.
It's good that you called it out too.
Well, I have to. I've put a lot of prep into this. But you get all wrapped up in the game, and it's hard to remember the hours and the one-liners we prepped here.
Well, so it looks like it's standing room only here at Oregon Panther Stadium.
And they're Stoughton
at least on our side of the field.
And the
it looks
south
like.
end, the wave is going. Oh my gosh, is that fun? Yeah, definitely standing room only. Look at the wave go through, and then they're going to reverse it. Do you think they're going to split it down the middle?
I don't know. I don't know if the Middleton and Oregon fans have really worked on
Well,
it.
they should get to Camp Randall. Oh yeah, it didn't quite split, but a good effort by the Oregon parents. They gave it their all.
Well, it seemed kind of like a long time out, but we're getting players back on the field here.
It's nice. I like to see them use a timeout. Oregon's got a short bench, and sometimes we find ourselves sort of subbing from midi. Midi's your your position that runs the whole field. And if the girls need a break, they'll get a break on D or they'll get a break on attack. But we don't have a lot. You know, our numbers are kind of just enough to have a JV and a varsity team, which is awesome for a program. But it's tough for the short bench in a running game like this. So it's a gift. Looks like Morgan is busting a move at the draw circle. She's feeling it.
You know, I gotta say, you don't see that at guys' games too much.
Well, that's not true.
Well,
there are a few of those guys, players who
certain
boogie their way over to the sidelines.
And we're back to action here, getting ready for the draw. Morgan's been doing a good job on these face-offs, so the draws, so she's sticking with it.
So that one didn't go above the head, so they'll have to redo that. It was like a bullet.
Morgan Farrar, who's going to now switch to lefty against Anna Moreau.
It's a nice option to have. It just kind of throws everybody off. And Morgan can be successful both hands at the draw.
The ball's up, and Morgan is going to come away with it.
Absolutely. And she's got great ball control. Oh, Sarah. Oops. That is not usually happens to Sarah, but you're allowed. Now we got to get back. We got to get back and set up on D. This is where we've been struggling all night.
Oh, defense needs to converge.
Great stick check by Kennedy.
Down on the ground.
That was heads up. Now we can set up into our backer, which is where our defense is most comfortable.
And Middleton gains control. They're working the ball around behind the net.
Autumn's putting great pressure on. Oh, and we wanted that. Are we going to get that ground ball?
Oh.
Sure can if Elise can chase it. Oh, she's
almost.
Still running. Yep. So we're going to get back and get set up again.
And Anna Moreau gets the ball out and settles it down and starts moving it around as the offense and defense both set up.
Yep, Oregon's got to just stay tight on anyone cutting through the middle. They definitely send some strong cutters, and that's been most of their goals have been pretty close up, making it tough on Avery. So we got to just do a good job of keeping them out, pushing them out.
You know, I think Avery's done a great job tonight as she's subbing in for Sam, who's out due to.
Who's out? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tall order. Sam Siggett's a great goalie. So when she's unable to play, that's a lot of pressure on Avery, and you're right, she's doing awesome. And defense has absolutely got to protect her.
Great play, Autumn.
And now Kennedy will get possession here and look for it. Ooh.
Kennedy fires one down the field to Elise. Oh,
Can't
just
hold
out
on
of
to it.
bounds. Just a little too tight. A little too tight up against the sideline there, but that's all right. It relieves some of the pressure, and now Middleton's got to work their way through the neutral zone again and get it set back up in the offensive
All right,
zone.
and I like the attack riding here again. Going to force Middleton to work it down into the zone.
Looking for a cutter, but they're going to work it behind the net here.
Cutter coming through. Yeah, they keep sending cutters. They do a great job. There's no shot clock in girls high school lacrosse, so other than just waiting for an opportunity, there's no hurry. Great defense by Autumn, absolutely.
Oh, but scooped up by Middleton. Whistle on the play.
Yep.
And Middleton ball. So somebody from Oregon did something wrong.
Yep.
And Middleton's going to have an opportunity here from the
maybe just
the 8, but off to the side. So not a great angle here.
It's nice that she's a righty, but we'll see what she does. She could also doesn't have anyone on the crease. She wants to get a better angle.
Ooh. And Sarah got hit with the shot, and no dangerous shot call there.
Yeah, that should have been a dangerous. I didn't see it, but if you got hit with the ball, we got to get open for, oops, Avery. That's all right.
That's all right.
We got to get her better options than we gave her there.
That away, Hazel.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, so Middleton, yep, and Oregon can go right at it once they start moving. Oh, God. They are calling a tight game, we'll say. That's too bad, but it's outside the shooting area, so it's not a shot, but it is possession to Middleton.
We got, yep, they're working for, is that
Great
Livy?
defense.
She should be able to get that possession. Oh, she had possession
Tough,
here.
but they're still working at it.
Oh,
Livy's
boy.
working at it. Oh, Middleton's going to come away with it
Yeah, we
here.
probably would have gotten a whistle anyway. And there goes a cutter. We definitely need to get on her.
We did a good job getting set back up there, making
Yeah.
sure they didn't get a fast break.
And Elise can absolutely pressure down there, just didn't get there in time. So Taylor comes out.
Good job by Taylor.
Yeah.
Good recovery.
Just keep him out of the middle here, push him out. Oh my goodness.
I don't.
Yeah. It was kind of what was expected tonight. So it's just, it's very, very little bumps are going to get called most likely. And that's just kind of knowing what game you're going to get called tonight.
Oh, Middleton had an opportunity, but shot wide there. They made they won the race.
And
So
it's
side,
the
so
clock
they get it
keeps
back.
ticking in girls. So out of bounds here doesn't stop. So they're going to run out of time, which is a gift for Oregon there.
Yep, that's the
So
end of the
awesome.
third quarter.
Yeah, we'll be coming back shortly for quarter number 4.
Oregon Panthers are up 10-7, getting ready to play quarter number 4.
Morgan is.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter of the Lady Panthers lacrosse team of Oregon. Getting ready to hopefully finish off the Middleton Cardinals. And
We got more dancing at the draw circle. Now Middleton, is that number 1? Balistreri. She was having fun doing a little dancing too. And Morgan is. I love it. They're having a good time out there, staying loose.
well, the boys lacrosse team played at Brookfield tonight. The initial word is that the boys won 16-1. We are looking to verify that score, but that would be a great win for.
The unofficial score report, right? Yeah, that would be huge. And Morgan's got
Morgan,
great.
what a great win.
She's doing a great job getting it to herself, and that seems to be working. Oh, she can take it the whole way here.
Ooh, shoots it right into the goalie's basket.
Great save by the goalie. I wouldn't want Morgan coming up that close either, so excellent. Now watch, she's going to want to chuck it down. We'll see. Defense has got to know that.
Oh, she sends it.
Oh, shoot,
Oh,
shoot.
but
Then
they
you got to
got-
hustle, and Autumn's on
Great
it,
play,
fighting for
Autumn.
that ground ball. And now
Way
we
to stall it.
and they're talking, and I like to see them point. Yeah, absolutely. Moving it around. Defense did a good job. Can't leave anyone
nice
open on the
play
crease.
there by Sarah. What
Yeah,
a great
that
recovery play
was.
by Sarah to stop the shot on the crease.
You can't leave them open on the crease.
Oh, no.
That's all right. That's all right. We just got to turn around. It's safe in the hands of Sarah if she can get possession. We got to get in. Another
It's just
whistle.
a battle. I don't understand that whistle.
It's
they're
probably
both battling.
maybe an empty. It's really amazing that you can call it on the other side of the field, but
Nice play by Morgan. What a steal. And she sends it
all right.
all the way down to
That's it.
Della.
Come on up for it. Oh, Della can take her if she can wheel past her. Yep, she
that's
can. She can keep going. So that's a great pass. If Elise can bear.
Come on, Elise. Ooh, that looked like a
Yep, she'll get a shot for that.
sphere, right? Sphere, when the stick comes close to the head, there's that imaginary.
Yeah, there's an imaginary kind of halo around the head that you can't defend up near, and there's even illegal cradling, so the offensive person with the ball can't cradle up by their head for that reason. So, yeah, she just kind of came in swinging a little too close.
So Elise has a shot from the 8, and she goes in and shoots and right into the goalie's basket.
Yeah, another
for
great
another
save. Middleton goalie is doing real well making these saves, and we just got to get there. And Kenny,
Good job,
and that's
Kenny.
on the line, but the ref shook it off.
Very much out of bounds.
Yeah, that's an interesting call, or lack thereof. She's right where you needed to be, too. I'm sure they'll call that. Yeah, you can't. She's moving on. All right, Oregon will set up with some D here. Sometimes they like close games, like to keep them close. All right.
So Middleton retains possession, and they're going to work on their offense here.
So generally the line is out in lacrosse, if any of you could see that close up. So you don't have to be over it. Your foot isn't supposed to be able to touch it. So generally that would have changed possession. It was a good defense by Oregon.
Well, Becky, we might not have had the best angle,
you
being right above it.
And again, it's a long game, and these refs are running as much or more than the players, so you can't see it all.
So Middleton's still trying to find their way through the Oregon defense here.
Oh, yep. And Oregon just really needs to just slow it down and make them work hard for every shot.
And
yeah, I think the players
Fisher
are getting a
Hazel
little
was just standing
frustrated.
straight up and down and didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But she's getting called.
Yep. You can see their frustration, and there was some of this was expected.
Well, let's see what Avery can do here. Shot from the 8. And what a
And
save.
a save. Great for Avery, stepping up.
Instant karma is,
And-
really prevalent here in tonight's game.
Yeah. And the thing is there is contact in girls lacrosse. I mean, so it shouldn't be every bump or every stick. There are legal stick checks. There's legal defense. You can ride on
It's
the
across
hip.
the body.
Yeah, it isn't across the body that they missed. So when you say there's no contact, it's not quite true. That's maybe part of the frustration on our end.
Well, and in the meantime, that was a great pass by Hazel to Morgan, wide open in front. And Morgan had a good spin move to her right and finds the back of the net to put the Oregon Panthers up 11-7.
And I like that Oregon changed their approach here. Avery's had a little trouble getting the ball out of that goalie now when she's trying to clear, and that is hard. So they had her drop it in the crease. She had to get out of the crease, and then a defensive player could come in and make that clear. So that's awesome. Avery's doing a great job, but just with a couple of those challenges, I think that was a really smart change-up by Oregon. And it turned into a transition goal. So no arguments here. But again, it's a good game. See if Morgan can get after this here. Oh, all right, Sarah. Oh, I love
Ball's
Sarah.
down, it's still loose.
Yep, absolutely. That was a good stick check. I'm surprised they didn't call it, but it actually shouldn't have been. That's all legal contact there.
Great job by Taylor.
Yeah, she's a good defender. You just got to keep them pushed out and not give them opportunities in the middle here. Make them spend a few minutes working in their offense. Great double. Nice job by Avery. A kick save, absolutely.
Ball's up in the middle, and Avery comes away with it.
What a big game so far. She's making some great
Oh my
saves.
gosh. She just
dropped it in the goal.
Oh, that's all right. That happens.
Yeah, that's.
Avery was putting the ball down, and it took a bounce and went right into Oregon's net, and it counts as a goal, unfortunately. So,
Yep.
But her and Riley are talking about it. It's all good.
Yep.
It happens.
And we got to get it back. Oh, yeah, I think the goalie dropped it, but thanks.
It looks like we have some fans that are trying to claim a goal for maybe their daughter on the other team, but we're going to call that one an own goal. We're going to go soccer rules on that one and call it an own goal. So back at the draw, and Sarah comes away. Ooh, she had it. And now Morgan's got it.
Yep,
fighting through those defensive players here.
Let's see. So Hazel's got possession.
Hazel's going to drive here.
We really don't need to. We got to waste some time.
That's she takes a shot. Good save.
Oh, another great save by the goalie. If we can hustle and get to the restraining. Oh, not quite sure the hurry on that. I guess I'd like to see Oregon kind of slow down and see we don't want this transition D here. We got to use some time, I would say.
Good play
Autumn.
there
Is that
by Autumn?
Absolutely.
And she gets it up to Della. Oh, just missed.
There we go. And she's sticking with it. And that's the thing, those tiny little pockets, oof, on girls' sticks. Make it tough.
And Oregon gets it back, and we're setting it up on offense. Good. Hopefully we settle it down here a little bit, take some time off the clock.
Absolutely.
We do have 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Oregon's up 11-8. Hazel's working on a left crease roll here.
Ugh.
And not really an
Maybe not
advised shot.
no.
Tried to force it a little bit.
Seemed a little close to the sphere, too. I'm surprised at some of the things that aren't being called down there. But, again, we're a little bit of a disadvantage way up here. It seems to be quite a lot of pressure that
Oregon's got to get back on D here.
Yeah, we do. We turn around here to find that loose ball. Riley absolute. Oh,
I'm not sure what happened
there. They just
there.
kind of both slid. That was probably a good no call for once here. That was good. Oh, and did she call?
Oh, that's a little dramatic.
Yeah. Yep, you get a little acting on it, too. Trying to get a call, and then that.
Good save.
Oh, my gosh,
there.
great, Avery.
Nice work, Avery.
Look at her.
And
look at
she
how
sends
careful
it right
she
down.
is. So smart. So smart. Now, she could even take it and run.
Yep.
She's got the wheels.
Riley's going to use her wheels.
Yeah, why not? Why
it's a good
not?
play.
And a great pass here.
Gets it up to
yes.
Taylor.
Very smart.
Well, at least looking to cut to the middle.
There's your pass. Absolutely.
Ooh, good try. Good try.
Yep.
The ball's still in bounds, so Della chased it down.
Out.
She got
Great
it.
To
Gets
Jenna.
it to Jenna.
Jenna has good ball control here, and she can score on the crease.
Yep. Let's take some time here, ladies. It's 4.5 minutes left. No sense in rushing here.
Yeah, we got to wait for a high percentage shot, something wide open. And we need to protect the ball. We can't be dropping the ball. Now, I know she likes to score down there. She really needs to move it. We don't need that goal. And they know she likes it, so it's much smarter here to move it around.
Yep.
Spread out the middle. They're really spreading out and trying to pull Middleton defenders with them. Oh, we got to keep good passes. But yep, and that's what we don't. Yep, and we don't. That's what we don't want is to give it up on a bad pass. You need to protect the ball. And again, there is no shot clock, so. Yep.
Hazel didn't like that too much, so. The other girl found herself in the crease a little bit.
Yeah.
But the ball is loose at midfield, and it's getting pushed around, and Hazel's coming away with it. It scoots out to her, and now we're attacking again. She's going to go right at the net.
Wow, some dangerous swings there. I'm glad. Okay.
And she does get a call out of it. So Hazel's going to get a free shot from the 8.
But she doesn't love that hash as a lefty, so we'll see what she does.
What do you think? High or low? I'm going low.
Canadian, maybe low?
Canadian. Oh, interesting. Okay.
No, she doesn't like her angle. Oh, not a. Oh, she
No.
went low, but she missed it.
Yep. Got the goalie's leg.
The goalie is doing a great job here. Some awesome saves.
Good play there by Taylor. Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
yikes. Oh, and they're
Jeez.
still getting a little desperate here. Hopefully the refs stay on their whistle now if that's where it's going, or someone's going to get hurt. All right, sounds like they're calling a timeout. Good thought, Coach. So we'll take a break, and it should be Oregon ball when we get back.
Yep, we got a timeout, Oregon. 2:52 left in the fourth quarter. 11-8 Oregon. We'll be back shortly.
All righty, tighty. We are back.
Well, before we get going here to finish out the fourth quarter, I do have confirmation that the Oregon boys beat Brookfield 16-1
Woot woot!
at Brookfield. That's a big win.
Absolutely. That's a good way to start the week because the Oregon boys varsity plays Wanakee Thursday in Wanakee this week. So they are a powerhouse. That is going to be a tough game. It always is. So,
And the Wanakee girls are going to be here on Thursday
Yeah,
night. But we got a game to finish, Becky, so
hey, I'm just helping everyone plan their week, man.
I know. Around all of our kids' events, right?
But don't worry, we'll be back here with OCA Media for that Wanakee home game. So, you got to go to, take a little break from us tomorrow, but you'll get more. Don't you worry. We'll help you wrap up your week.
Oh, good switch, Sarah.
Yep, Sarah
Working the
Lazowski's
ball
got it.
around.
That's a good pass to Jenna. She does really good down there. Good ball control.
We got 2.5 minutes left here in the
Oh.
fourth quarter. 11-8 Oregon. If Oregon just plays a good possession game here, we can just let this clock tick away.
I think we got to do a little bit of that. We don't often, but, and Avery's doing a great job, but we're struggling on transition D.
We're struggling with just passing right now.
A little, yeah.
There
So
we go.
you want to just cut. Ooh.
Oh,
Now
Hazel's
crease
finding a
is
gap.
open there. Oof.
And Hazel finds the back of the net again.
They did leave that crease open.
They did.
I guess.
Yep. Oh, we had
Oregon goal.
4 girls
Number 29.
behind the net, and they drew 4 defenders, and Hazel found a gap.
Yeah.
Roderick.
And that's the shot to take. We don't need to rush it. We don't, but we want it close. And again, if they've had a girl or two on that crease stopping her all night. And then if that had happened, absolutely don't force it. But if you're going to leave it open, it's a high percentage shot coming in the left side. And again, a 3-goal differential is just not a lot because they can fast break down here with no problem. So every little bit helps. Morgan's back at the draw circle. It's like the girls were chatting a little. I love to see those little side conversations and chats between the athletes on the field. Keeps it fun. Looks like Middleton had
Taylor's
switched it up.
going to come away with
and
it.
Taylor, yes. What a
Man,
great
she's
hustle. She is. I love to see Sarah and Taylor on the draw
Settle
circle.
it down.
They're so fast. They're not afraid of getting in and fighting for that ground ball. And what they're doing there on the draw often is the player taking the draw is looking to their coach often to see where he wants him to place it. Oh, that's a great
Nice
pass.
Taylor to Sarah.
Taylor to Sarah Lazowski. I'm glad to see Sarah get another one. What a heads-up pass by Taylor. Patient and zipped it right in there.
14. Sarah Lesowski.
You know, I know Sarah hasn't found the back of the net in the last couple of games as much as she wants to, but she is so good in so many other areas that have, they aren't on the score sheet. You know, she helps control the game. She's got great ball control. She sees the field really well. She's able to control it. Just control time and space. So she does a great job there, and that doesn't get on the score sheet, but she's certainly.
And she does often, and often her goals are like that. These dirty, hard fought for goals under pressure on the crease, and she's awesome because she's not scared. But yeah, she does a lot of the dirty work everywhere else on the field. She's just such a great midi, works so hard, gets back on D. Here again, she's challenging the ball and costs the ground ball, and then White can come up and help. And Morgan's got it. I mean, Sarah Lazowski caused that by hustling and her tenacity. So, it's tough when you don't always have the stats, just kind of like our defenders, just playing really tight D. But you don't get your name announced. But without them, it'd be a different game.
And Della's looking to do a little bit of a crease roll.
Yeah, I think she kind of wants it. We're down to a minute, so definitely. Oh, get one for Jenna would be great. It was a good goal. It wasn't a goal. Good shot.
Save.
Yeah. And again, Middleton's go. And here she comes out. Oh, I guess there's not a ward. Is there not wards and girls? Oh, they're going to call it on Hazel. Oh, and she's got a little chat for Hazel, too, it looks like. So so often when you see that offhand up in a boys' game, it's a ward. An offensive player isn't allowed to do that. Apparently, it's not a thing in girls, and I just couldn't tell you. So, and they got one in there. So, huge advantage on that call. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, our defense have to get back on that. We let three offensive players get behind us, so that's something that we can't have happen on those fast breaks.
Yep, absolutely. And I like that they're playing the goalie again. It's super questionable, but that goalie comes out of the crease. You got to play her. So it was absolutely the right thing to do. And truly, it should be the same amount of pressure that you can on any field player. So it was an unfortunate turn of events for Oregon here. So we just got to kind of shut them down here. If we can get possession off the draw, they should be able to wrap it up.
We got 27 seconds left.
And
Morgan
Morgan's got
gets it.
So she really needs to just hold on to it. Yeah, and they're leaving lanes open, but we don't need them. So hopefully we'll let the time tick. Ooh, I don't want her to get hurt
They
here.
challenged her. So
There we go.
good
And a
for Sarah.
hat trick
You know
for
what?
Sarah Lazowski.
They're going to come out and challenge with 14 seconds left in a
Yeah, you bet.
4-goal game.
If you're going to give a lane to Sarah, she's
Yep.
going to score.
Yep.
So, absolutely.
Good for her.
Number 14.
There's that Panther again.
So, yeah.
There's a live Panther in the building.
Yeah, if you don't make it to Panther Stadium for the girls' lacrosse games, you wouldn't know that we've got a pet panther that roams the area. And anytime the girls score, he lets out a growl. It's pretty scary. I think he's kind of down and off to the left of us this time. It's terrifying. Must be really terrifying for the Middleton fans.
They
Right.
seem like they're shaking in their boots.
Yeah, they are. They're all ready. They're looking. They're a little scared. A cardinal just isn't as scary. We had one in our backyard. It's not as intimidating. But that panther, it's the thing of nightmares.
Well, this should be the end of the
Alright.
game.
And I love that it's ending in Sarah's hand because she really had a great last couple minutes to wrap it up here. So that's the final score. Oregon Panthers 14-9 over the Middleton Cardinals. Hard-fought game. And special shout-out to our goalie, Avery Purdon. Did an awesome job in goal tonight. But
She
to
did.
both teams, like a hard-fought contest. Congratulations.
We would like to thank Ben here as our camera guy. Ben, you're doing a great job. And
don't miss another Panther sports broadcast, right? How many times can we say it? Subscribe to our YouTube channel today and join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy the hundreds, 400 of local events we bring you every year.
So thank you so much. We hope you have a great evening. This has been Becky Rothering signing off.
Yeah, we'll see you back here Thursday night.